give us a 15-minute break, but Jim has a time issue. So, yeah, we're back here with Jim Slider from AsgardRadio.com, and we have Jeremy from the
This
band
is me.
Suicide for a King out of Canada. Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks to you for welcoming me.
So one of the other DJs said they saw you in the states at the uh, exit 111, 40 feet from the stage. Is that did you guys play in the states?
No, we never played in the States. We were supposed to go in the US for the first time this summer, but due to a certain virus, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
What virus? I don't know what you're talking about. There ain't nothing going on around here.
I just not gonna name his name, so
The China virus.
Well, we're calling it the beer virus here out in the States. So,
Yeah, the beer virus, Corona. So we're now you're hold on a second. I keep getting questions, but um now you said you're in Montreal, Quebec, correct?
yes.
So what is it like up there right now for you guys? I mean, right, I'm in Northwest Indiana. Rock is in Pennsylvania. It's been snowing forever in our two places. Is the weather the same up there? Is it cold? Is it snowing? What's it doing up there?
Well, right now we're about -10, -15,
Oh wow.
and we gotta. This year the snow's not so bad, but we got a storm in the next couple of days that's coming, and we had one the week before. So I think it's a little bit rougher in the north, and actually right now we're on a lockdown in Canada,
Oh,
so nobody can be out on the street after 8. So
after 8?
after 8, yes,
Damn.
from 8 to 5 a.m. Nobody's allowed in the street.
Oh, see, now when we talk to the guys from Greece, they're from 10 to 6.
Mm, Not so bad.
Wow. So you guys, now what if you work? What if you have a job?
Well, if you get caught after 8 in the street, like there's no advertise or tickets, you got shoot right away. And then no, maybe not this, not this extreme.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Now, if you had to work, your employer that have to give you a letter that allows you to go for your work or for your home. Like if you finish after 8, you have the letter that prove that you were working. And if you're an entrepreneur, and your business is needs that you're working after 8, then it's okay.
Oh, wow.
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 Mm.
Out here, all they do is close the bars after like 10.
Yeah.
That's pretty much about it. That's crazy. Now,
No.
We because I work part time at a liquor store, because you know running a radio station and media, we didn't do anything last year, and I got so bored. I'm like, I have to get a job. I have to do something because we're not doing anything here.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, we don't close until 9, 10 o'clock. But we don't have curfews or anything. We just, I mean, because we have people that work 24 hours a day. Steel mills, oil companies. Um, there's some stores that are open 24 hours, so we don't. There's no curfew. It's just the whole mask thing. That's what's big here.
Yeah, well, the lockdown's kind of a new thing. It's been a month since we had one. We didn't have one before, but our government just decided to they wanted to stop the pandemic. So they said okay. So they put the measure for the mask with the washing hand station everywhere, and the lockdown since December. So it's kind of a new thing. But it's supposed to end in a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah. All right, so let's get off this, and I know I'm going to start it off, and I know this is really E-Rock's interview, but I'm going to start things off. Let's talk about your band. When you guys got together, how introduce us. I mean, I know they're not there, but tell us about the other people, the other guys in your band.
Well, we officially start. Well, no, they started before me, but we officially start the lineup that you know today. I think in 2018. I think yes, 2018. Nobody in the band knows each other before the band.
Oh,
They actually find me on Kijiji. That's kind of the Craigslist for you guys in US. They just post on that, and I just for one night I decided to apply. I was already in another band, but I read the post and I like it, so I'm saying, yeah, I'll go for it. Just try, and I met the guys, and they were just getting to know each other because Fred, our rhythm guitar, started the band, and he was just recruiting members. So when I came in the band, the guys were their bassist player was there like a practice before me, so the lineup was pretty fresh, and we got a couple of big show coming up like right away, so we really have to be like performing like right now. So it was kind of a bit of rush, but we feel the connection right away. So even after our first show, we were already connecting and composing together. So yes, that's
okay.
the it just happens like that.
Yeah. So when you guys came together, was there different music styles that you had to bring to your band, or was there everybody kind of fell into place and it just worked? Because I know, like a lot there's so many different styles of music out there, especially in the rock world.
Mhm.
Um, was there any issues with trying to bring it together, and somebody made like heavy metal, but the other guy like melodic metal?
Mhm.
Was there any friction or any issues trying to get everybody to play the same?
Well, in the band, we all love different things. Like our drummer is a big fan of prog music, really technical metal. Our bassist was more of a rock fan, like Radiohead and stuff like that. My rhythm guitar Fred is more of a genty guy for from band like Northlane, Invent and May, Silent Planet. He loved like the complicated riff and rhythm that we those songs on. My lead guitarist is a big fan of Avenged Sevenfold and Chaos Chain Gauge and big guys, and Polaris, who also love the lead. And uh, I'm a former Hemo, so we just have to match all these things together. And I think that this is what makes a strength for us, because we compose each song together, and we picked an element of each member and we put it in a song, and we kind of have like a mix of a lot of era of metal and
Yeah.
prog and metalcore. So we mix it together and we kind of produce something that each people in the scene is gonna feel something from their musical taste.
Okay, all right. So, what was your influence? When did you get started with music, and what got you to want to do this?
For myself, I always been in the music since the beginning of my life. I
Yeah,
remember I was doing show at 5 from a xylophone.
yeah.
Yeah, when I go ding 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 on on the stage, but after that, I changed for violin. So
Okay.
it always been like a big part of my life, and I started to listen metal really young. I think I've been initiated to metal at 7, I think, with Slipknot and System of a Down. And after that, there were the band like Good Charlotte, Blink 182, Green Day, the all pop punk emo era. And this is where
Uh,
my downfall from the emo side it just began, because right after that I discovered Silverstein, Underoath, and I was I fly into this jar. and I never stopped listening since that day. So that was where I began. But in the more professional sing, I always wanted to be a singer because I always loved the vocal from the band, and I I think I started my first year as a real singer in 2013, I guess. Yes. I applied for audition for a lot of bands. I sucked at every audition. I get kicked out a lot of time because I wasn't good enough to be in a band, but I really wanted to be in a band. But at that time, I wasn't good enough, so I keep practicing until somebody uh, uh, keep me in a band. And I think I got my first show, my first metal show where I was playing in 2016 in Quebec City. So that was my first metal show, and since that day, I've been continuing to practice. I have a lot of other bands, and here I am today.
And here you are today.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I got a quick question for you. I know you guys just released the song "The Worst in Us."
Yes.
Are you? I know you're the singer of the band and stuff. Are you the one doing that deep growl also?
Yes. Yes.
That's fucking insane because when I hear the song and I see you, it's like the way that you bounce from one to the other is fucking incredible. Like,
Thank you.
wow, it blows my mind. Like, how do you do that shit? That would be my question. Is actually, yeah, how do you do that?
Well, that came from my youngest influences. Like, uh, since the beginning, like I said, I've been listening to metal, but not only in the emo era. I've been a big fan for Job for a Cowboy, and one of my favorite singers was Johnny Davy from the more death metal style, and I always like I always listen like a lot of style of metal. Like I've been listening to deathcore, folk metal, black metal, death metal, power metal, metalcore, and when I write song for the band, I always love to give a little an extra, like I said, to the song. I love to incorporate many vocals because my guitar player loves to they love progression styles sometimes in the song. So I love to give another texture to the song and give like a different style of singing to combine the song. So I just keep practicing and learn every style I can learn from the JR from the style. Right? Wait. I'm gonna reformulate that sentence. I give me a good kick, and I just start practicing every style individually. Like I was only practicing metalcore style, and I was only practicing deathcore style separating. And one day I just decided to mix them and practice my transition between highs and lows and guttural and incorporate that in a metalcore song.
Okay.
Well, it definitely works because it's I think it's pretty cool. That's why I had to ask because I know there's some bands out there that one guy does one thing and another guy does another, but know that you do both. That was the first thing I thought of when I heard it. I was like, is that the same guy? I mean, how the fuck does he do that kind of shit? That's insane. Insane.
Well, thank you.
It takes a lot of practice, doesn't it? I mean, when the transition the guttural to the melodic, it really takes a lot of control, diaphragm control,
Yep.
to get what you want out. Because I mean, it's a totally different breath. It's totally different. How hard that you're using your diaphragm from each one. And I know that because I have a girl who used to sing in a band, and her transition from guttural growl to melody was fantastic. Unfortunately, her and the guitar player got divorced and they're no longer together, but she was just fantastic with that. So when I hear that, I always like E-Rock just asked. There's always two people. One does the growl, one does the melody. in bands. So if you could do that on a smooth transition, especially live, not just because recording you can cut it up and put it together.
Of
But
course.
do that live, that's fantastic. That's a lot of control that you like you said, you have to practice.
We have to practice, but I think for the singer, if you really want to perform even better, you have to understand how the vocals work, because it's not only diaphragm pushing, it's also technique, placement, and transitioning between them, because there's technique for the tongue, there's technique for how you put the vocal cords together, on you vibrate them, there's pushing technique, there's tongue placement that you have to simulate, and you have to be prepared to change from a tone to another one. So if you understand each concept of each technique for the streaming technique, you can do anything.
Yeah, and you know what? That is probably the most in-depth account that I've heard for it. Usually, the people say, "Oh, I just I go from this to this, and it's just something I do." But nobody actually says you need to understand your vocal cords. You need to understand what you can do. Like you said, with your tongue, because obviously your tongue is not in the same place when you're doing a guttural to a melody. It's different. I mean, there's nothing the same when you do that, and that's really amazing that you can transition like that. It really is. It's something that I look at when I listen to bands and do reviews, because it's really. I have no talent whatsoever. I can't do shit. Okay, I can't play an instrument. I can't sing. I can bullshit. That's all I got. So when I hear something like that's that smooth, it's really mind blowing. It really is. It's really good.
Thank you very much.
So when you started singing, you're mostly in the French area, like we were talking earlier. Do you sing in French, or was it strictly English all the way?
We're from a French places, like everybody speaks French where we're from, but we only sing in English. I don't know why. I just like my favorite song is all in English, so I didn't bother to go to the French version. I just go straight to the English side, even if at the beginning I was not the best English speaker and English writers for the song, but I straightforward going to the English song. So yeah, no French song yet. Maybe one day. We're gonna talk about the guy.
Well, because I was talking to Eric before about when I get international bands, I like when they sing in their own language, because it mixes up what we're about. Asgard Radio was started for the little band, and it was out of Chicago first, and then all of a sudden we were in Australia and Sweden and Italy, and I got a band from Italy that sang in Italian, and then I got a band from Sweden that sang in Swedish, and they're hardcore metal, and I'm like, okay, we're onto something here. So when I get bands that sing in their own language, it's really cool, because I think it's just I don't understand, but I like to listen to it just for the pure pleasure of the music, So if you guys ever do come up with a song that's heavy metal in French, please send it to me, because I'll play it. I think that, to me, that's just awesome. Plus, it could expand your audience a little bit more, because there could be French-speaking people in the States or in France or anywhere else that think, oh shit, these guys are in Canada, I've got to check them out. So, I think it only helps if people sing another language.
I'll keep that in mind. Maybe if it's not a whole song, maybe like a verse or a chorus, maybe in French. That could be a really cool thing, and like a little heads up to our country. So yes, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe yes.
Yeah, that would be cool if you did a chorus or a bridge in French. That would be really cool. So, what's it been like up there? Do you guys? I mean, here in the States, we kind of just took control and said, "Fuck it, we're going to do this. All right, we're going to open venues." Because I have concerts coming up in different states that I'm going to be covering. because a lot of the venues and a lot of the bars are like, you know what, we're doing this. You know, people need to get out. And what's it like up in your area? I mean, is it like, well, like you said, it's a strict lockdown. Well, we don't have the strict lockdown, but we are supposed to abide by these regulations. But we're like, we're not going. We're gonna do this. So, could you guys get away with that, or what's the consequences if you went and did a show?
That's funny because I'm always looking at. I follow a couple of local band festivals, and of course the bigger band. And I saw that a lot of countries, states, Europe, they all plan a couple of tours around the world. But like, oh shit! Like in Canada, we didn't even talk about only a single show or a festival or anything like that. And I saw all the bands in the world. They plan to tour on 2021, maybe summer 2022. They already start to book some show in Canada. We still don't know what's gonna happen, honestly.
Really?
Yes.
I just got a thing from Megadeth and Lamb of God that they got 2 shows in Quebec.
Yes.
So I mean not till August, but I mean they're planning on coming to Canada in August. I mean, is that something that you guys, are looking for? I mean, later in the year, or when? What is the general idea of how are you guys going to get back out there to play?
Honestly, it depends on our government. Honestly, I don't know when they're gonna open even the bar and the restaurant. So the shows, it's gonna make me skeptic a bit. But if they opens the frontier, I think it's gonna be easier for us to play to other country than ours, because we didn't even talk about opening the restaurant, the mall, and the bar. So that is not on the first priorities of our government.
Wow, because our bars and our restaurants and everything, they all open. They were tired of being closed. I mean, people have to make money. They got to do their job, and so our place is just open, going against each state or each regulation that are out there saying they were supposed to be closed, and they were like, you know what, we're done. We're not. I got to make my money. I have to feed my family. So. I mean, I know every country's different, but it's crazy that we can't even, open up the little places for people to work, because people have to work. They got to make money.
Yes.
So, the rest of your guys, do you guys live close by each other?
Around 25 minutes of each other.
Okay. So you can get together and practice. You don't have to do it,
Actually, no, we can practice. We wanted to practice one time, but when we arrived to our local to practice, there were a lock on the door, so we couldn't enter the building. So I was like, okay, so that's where we are. So we cannot play together, but each of us have computers and record like Logic Pro, stuff like that, so we can record ourselves. So we're all composing each other's part. We compose our home part, and then we send it to the other one, and the other one send it to the other one, and we're listening the song that we do it on our own in our own house. But we can't play the music together. We can meet up sometimes to hear the song together, brainstorms ideas, stuff like that. But practicing in a band has been a long time ago.
Damn. And that was literally going to be popping up my next question. This earliest release that you had, The Worst in Us, was that during the COVID stuff? I mean, is that how you guys did it? No kidding. Wow.
We never practiced it together. We just practiced it only individually, each other. I composed the vocals on my own. I send it to the guys. They listen to it. After that, after the everybody's loved the part that we were doing together, we just go to our recording places. From we record ourselves outside of Montreal, so we just for that we can meet up together and record the song. But that was the first time that we actually plays it for real. Like we never practiced it before going to the studio, except alone by ourselves.
Wow. Now, with that track, is that just a single that you guys did, or is that like from a full album that you guys coming up?
That's still undecided. Yes, honestly. For now, I think we're gonna keep posting singles for now because we have a lot. The song that we released before, Misconception, and this one, The Worst in Us. This was 2 songs, but we got a couple of more songs that are already recorded. So we plan to release them a little later this year, probably around March and the summer. There's gonna be other releases of other songs, but we are already in the making of a next EP probably. So
nice.
During honestly during the quarantine, we worked a lot on new material. Like for you, The Worst in Us is new material, but for us, it's really old. So we're just like an album ahead of that. So we're just really excited to share what we've done like a year ago, and we're just ready to bring up new stuff. Like we wanted to bring new song like every 2 or 3 each month, or 2 or 3 months before maybe.
Nice.
Is that a real sentence? What I did?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I got it. I mean, I don't know about Jim, but it worked. It made sense to me. But yeah, we're getting a lot of responses out here on Twitch tonight. Everybody's saying that they're like, Tim was saying, well, first off, to let you know, right now we are broadcasting live in a bar in Wheatfield, Indiana. The Post 406. They got our show on their TV. Our last head count was like there's 86 people there, possibly more now. And they're already starting to like your band page, looking up your music. I've already got people like Jack was just saying that they're already starting to message you guys to say, hey, we're liking your music. They're even saying they've got other bands listening to you guys right now. So.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Damn.
Thank you very much, everybody, man. It's really appreciated.
Word got out fast. Shit.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying that you're practically a year ahead of us. And as I'm listening, I've been listening to your music a good part of the day today. And I noticed I'm a big fan of bands that every song's different. Like there's a different technique, sound, different style, everything. Is it still like that? You guys, is that your guys' thing? Or is there something like a newer sound coming?
We got Misconception. That was a little bit. That was a 5-minute song. We got a shorter song that was The Worst in Us. You might get a little bit surprised for the 2 other one that's coming. Like we love to evolve in our music, changing style, taking an element from there and that, put it together. We always consider ourselves a modern metalcore band with this little feeling of nostalgia that just is spreading on this. So for the next song, I think you might be surprised. Like we did a lot of things, and especially with the newer stuff, we love to get a lot of influences for. How do you describe yourself? It's so hard to just give the good answer to describe the work you've done. But to answer your question, yes, the sound's gonna keep evolving. You're gonna be surprised at each newer song. We're not at this time. I think it's hard for us to always do the same kind of song. We always like to evolve, take new ideas, and sometimes we start from there and just land anywhere else. So I think I think you're gonna be pretty surprised and in a good way when you're gonna see where we're going with the
Sweet.
Oliver sound.
Sweet. And when I listen to your music, when earlier you were talking about your influences, you can hear it. Like, I can hear the influence in the drummer. I can hear the influence in the guitar playing. You're singing. I mean, it's very distinctive, and it's really cool that you guys pull it together and make it your own thing, and it sounds badass. I mean, I'm loving it. I keep replaying the same shit over and over. I'm like, I'm digging this song. I'm digging this song. I'm sure the people out on Twitch are like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, sorry, folks. I'm digging the song. I'm going to keep hearing it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Really appreciate.
So, where can people find your music? Is it on all the, like, Spotify?
It's on every streaming platform: Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp. We're even on Shazam.
Oh,
You can Shazam the song. Try it. You're gonna see Shazam, Suicide for a King. Boom.
I love that. Oh, that'd be a t-shirt idea. The little Shazam symbol and Suicide for a King. That's amazing. I love that.
oh my God, that is good.
That is badass. Oh, man. Now,
do you guys have a website where they can go and get your merchandise? And,
Yes,
physical copies of your album?
of course. It's at www.suicideforaking.com. Simple as that.
Okay, that's easy enough.
hell yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to have to hit that up. See, Jim's already probably going there and buying stuff now.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if people are going there now. Well, yeah, we'll get this posted up on our Facebook page. Hopefully, I'll be able to get it on. Oh, Dee Dee said they found it. They already found it. They didn't even need it.
That was easy.
Shit, they're way ahead of us, man. They'll be texting us later like, have you got the
Yeah.
t-shirt yet? What are you guys doing? We got one like 5 minutes into the show. Like,
All right, so I don't know if you said this before when we weren't on air, but Suicide for a King, the name. How did you come up with this? Where did the name come from?
It came from our guitar player Fred. He was playing a chess game with one of his friends, and his friend was beating him. So he sacrifices his better piece to save his king, and this is how he came with the name. And they both love the name, so we keep it after that, and we kind of find a lot of how can you say that in English, explanation for the name. So we're like, oh shit, hey, this is this name can mean that and that. Oh, sorry, hey, you know what, we like it and we keep it.
that's
That is
genius.
so cool.
That is fucking genius, man. I didn't even think that. I that didn't even cross my mind. I was like, now it makes perfect fucking sense.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. My cousin was in a band in the late 80s, early 90s called Double O Janet. And they got their name from a TV show called Three's Company. And Janet had a t-shirt with 2 zeros on it that she slept in. And
Yep.
they were sitting after practice one day watching Three's Company, and they didn't have a name yet, and she came out with her 00 jersey, and that's how they got their name.
That's amazing where people find anything, but it just happens like that.
Yeah.
It's-
It does. It just happens. I mean, something just out of the ordinary, And just like you said, he sacrificed his piece. He made, this piece suicided for the king, and now you got suicide for a king. So,
Yeah.
that's cool. That is a cool.
I like that. That's badass because I love playing chess. So now I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to play chess again normal. Like I'll be thinking about that with a big old smile on my face. Hell yeah.
The only thing with this name we don't care about that, but we've been asked a couple of times. We were asking by people, is your favorite band are Suicide Silence and Fit for a King? Because I see the connection between them. I was like, oh shit, no, it's just coincidence.
That actually kind of makes sense too. I mean,
yeah, well, no. It's not that. It's our two bands. Just we pick a name and people are, no.
I
So,
love
on a regular basis, do you have a regular job that you do every day? Do you go to? Are you actually able to go to work?
Actually, for myself, I got a couple of jobs. Like, I'm for right now. I'm a part-time firefighter. I'm an entrepreneur. I got a business in a snow removal company, and I'm in school, in a business school.
No kid, good man. That's really good.
Damn.
Thank you.
To be a part-time firefighter, did you have to do classes and do stuff for that as well?
Yes. Actually, it's not. That's funny because that's not in the same as in the U.S. In the U.S., I think the fire department just hire the guys and give them the information after. But in Canada, especially in Quebec, it's an all different process. We have to go to school for 3 years, and after that, we can apply to the bigger cities, and that's where they hire us, and they give us a little 1 week or 2 week formation after that. But we're already formed because we've been 3 years in school, so we know how to do this stuff. Oh, it's funny how
it's almost like an apprenticeship. You have to go do this for 3 years before you can be a firefighter. Like we have for like electricians and welders and stuff like that. It's a trade. You guys treat it as a trade other than just being a firefighter.
Well, I don't know why they do it, because in Ottawa, not in Quebec, but Ottawa still in Canada, the guys just have to apply for the job. If you fit the standards, they will hire and they will train you after that. It's only in Quebec that you have to do a whole 3-year class.
Really?
For after that, apply for the job and probably get trained again for the specification of the department of the fire department. So like, okay, so well, we're gonna do it your way, but
So it's a long process for you just to be a fireman in Quebec.
yes, a lot of competition too.
Wow, really?
Yes, like sometimes we're like for the last application I did, I think we were 500 and there were 20 jobs.
Oh my god!
Damn. Shit. Maybe I'll just go to Canada and start a bunch of forest fires or some shit. Guys in business.
Just to create job. Yeah, it's really it's so complicated here, but that's the system.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot. That is a lot of. I mean, does it pay better than other cities or?
I don't know. I never asked that to a fireman in the U.S. But one of my when I was younger, actually I still kept this little dream when I was in fire school. I always wanted to be a fireman in the FDNY, the fire department in New York.
Okay.
Really?
So I never asked one of the firemen in the U.S., but it's something that always it interests me.
Yeah. That's interesting. How far are you from New York?
I think it's 6 hours from there.
Oh, okay.
6 hours, probably. But from Toronto, it's 6 hours. So
Okay.
if I get my map good, it's
I-
15 centimeters from the Canada. So it means
I do that all the time. Ever since I moved to Pennsylvania, like I explain to my kids, they live in Illinois, and they'll ask me questions like, "How far away from New York are you?" Technically, on my end of things in Pennsylvania, I'm literally like 5 minutes away from New York. Like I drive 5 minutes, boom, I'm over the state line. And then if I just curve right around that lake, I'm in fucking Canada. I mean, it's that easy. They're like, "You're kidding me." I'm like, no, like in 3 hours, I could be in Canada. Not even 3 hours. It's like, boom, right there. Compared to where a lot of people look at, Pennsylvania, like from Pittsburgh or Philadelphia, it's quite a haul. But yeah, that's great. I'm probably closer to you than you are to New York.
well, Illinois. You said that you were right next to Chicago.
No,
Well,
I know you're right next from Chicago.
yeah, I'm in Erie.
In here.
in Pennsylvania.
I just have to put the states in my mind where because in Canada we only we say province, but it's for you it's states. So we only have like 6 or 7 states. I have to count it to be sure, but we only have 7. For you guys, you have like 52.
Yeah.
You got
Like
Alaska is one of the newest. Okay, so 52. So it's hard for us to know at one where is it one and where is the other ones. Okay, is it okay? So it's so
Yeah, your provinces are straight north and south, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got, each one goes all the way across Canada.
Yes,
where
yes.
Ours is cut up in different, different states and different areas, and it's completely different.
Maybe I was talking with some band because we did a small run of show with some band from US with US band last summer, and one of them was from Chicago actually. Chicago, yeah, I'll say Chicago, and he was like, "Hey man, we're just across the bridge from Canada." They're like, "Really?" There's a place right next to the frontier, whereas I think it's Chicago or Detroit is, and there's another state where there's only a bridge between them. I think I missed my geography.
No, I know where you're going. Yeah, it's not Chicago. It's Detroit. Detroit. If you go just a little north, there is a place where you can cross into the border.
That's Detroit. The guitar player was from Chicago and he moved to Detroit, and this is where you have a bridge that comes.
Yeah.
Oh God, so good with geography.
Where is it? There's a place over in the northeast where there's just a street. There's no border protection. There's no border patrol. It's just a street between the U.S. and Canada, and you can literally just walk because it's in a town, and you can literally just cross the street and be there. But nobody really knows about it. I took history as one of my degrees. I have 3 different degrees, and history is one of them. And we were talking about when we were doing geography that there is just a street and there's just a yellow line going across it, and it says Canada and United States, and you can. But nobody ever uses it to cross over because the town is so small that once you get out of the town, there's nowhere else to go. It's just that little town.
Like you can get out.
I don't know what it's like a town, and then on the other side of Canada, inside of Canada, there's nothing on the other side of town. There's nothing. It's like a forest or wooded areas and stuff until you get to another city. But nobody uses it to cross because it's very unknown.
Interesting.
I think that's right off of. I think that's right off of Wisconsin. I think if you go the very northern part of Wisconsin, I think is where it is. Because
Yeah, there's one in Wisconsin where
Yep.
you could do that. Yeah.
yeah, because there was a buddy of mine that he met a girl online from Canada. He made her dinner date. He drove from Chicago straight up through Wisconsin and to Canada. Oh, Michigan. Michigan. Yes. Jack, you're right. Michigan. That's definitely yes. Michigan makes a lot more sense.
So you're telling me there's a street where we can shortcut the frontier to play
Yeah.
in the US?
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
See, there you guys go. You want to go on tour. Don't go through the process. Just zip down that road, and we got you.
Yep.
When you get here, we'll get you.
Yeah, we'll get you in here soon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shit, we could probably, damn, we could run you all through. Well, 2 or 3 spots in Michigan. I can't tell you how many spots in Illinois. Up through Indiana, a couple spots in Ohio, 2 or 3 spots out here in Pennsylvania. You can just make a lap around the lake. There you go.
That's always been a dream for us to go play in the US. It's been I was so excited when I heard that our booking agent Sam McIntosh booked us a tour in the US. I was so excited. It was the first time that we were cross the line to go play in another country. So we were really excited, and it always be a big dream for me, especially because all my band came from there. So I was like, oh shit, I'm getting the real. This is real, and the pandemic.
Yeah.
I know it's not over. It's just it's for another day. But I'm really excited when it's gonna come again.
Do you guys have something planned when things open up and you're able to go? Do you have a plan, or are you waiting to see what happens?
Hard question, because nobody's know what's gonna happen, and with the frontier stuff, can we travel just in Canada, just in United States? That would be amazing for us if we can travel around some country, because we really want to go to play in the US. We had such a beautiful trip planned for the last summer with our booking agent Sam from Diamond Noise Agency. He was planning a really good East Coast run where we go through Boston, New York, Philadelphia, I think, and we would go straight back to Canada, passing by Vermont. So it was really a beautiful trip, and we can't do the pandemic killed the tour, but if we can do those kind of run again for the next summer, that would be amazing. Or maybe even just a festival. I know in US there's so many festivals compared to in Canada. I mean, you got Download, Sonic, Self-Help, so many. I just can't. I just can't name them all. I'm gonna pass on them all the festival, but it's amazing how the scene in the US is so alive. I see a lot of local bands start to rise up a bit, because I love to follow local scene, not only from my country but from other country near from my town. Like I followed a couple of bands in Vermont. Follow a band in Detroit where was the guy that I play with. And sometimes I discover band from Japan, from UK. So I love to be in touch with everybody that do the same stuff like that, but the same stuff that I like us, but in another country. So just to know, just to see what everybody's doing, because they're not competitors. They're potential allies. So
Yeah.
So I love to see what they're doing in their scene. How's the engagement right there? If we want to go play there, and if they want to play with us in Canada, we can arrange a trip so everybody can have a good tour and get to know their heart from our country and their country. So I love to be in that environment. And in the US, the scene looks so alive. Like I'm really excited to go there and play with everybody.
And we have, I got a concert at the end of this month that I'm going to cover. And then we got a list. I mean, my calendar, I have two next month. I got April. I don't have anything in May yet. July in Ohio called Incarceration. We got that coming up. And then Louder Than Life and Aftershock in California. Welcome to Rockville in November in Florida. So, I mean, we got all kinds of stuff that's going on. Things are opening up. They haven't canceled anything yet. So, I mean, there's other concerts, other events from small promoters are being canceled, but they're not doing it the right way. They're just trying to get the fans together and have a venue, but they're not getting the proper, what's what I'm looking for? They're not getting the I can't think of the word I'm looking for. They're just not doing it the right way. You know, they just think they can put together a concert and they can run with it, and you can't do that. You have to have, you know, especially now, you know, you got to find out, you know, how many people are coming, how many people are able to be in that area. You know, what are going to be the sanitation stations to wash your hands and, you know, all that other stuff. So I think these major ones, though, that are coming up, I think they're going to take place. So keep your eye out on them. Maybe you can still, I know they're still opening. Maybe you can get in on a couple of them.
That would be amazing, especially for government. Allows us to go there. That would be so amazing.
Yeah, look up.
A dream come true.
Look up. I'll send you a link, but it's DWP Productions, and that's the guy who puts together the major events around the country.
DWP.
Yeah, DWP. His name is Danny Wimmer, and I've been covering his concerts for 10 years. But yeah, I'll send you a link and everything and get you connected to who you need to talk to.
That would be amazing, man. Thank you so much. We really appreciate, man.
Yeah, because I even, I mean, I've talked to, I know the people who run it, I know the management, I know the promoters, because like I said, we've been doing it for 10 years. And to help any band to get on, even if it's, you know, an early afternoon show, at least you're there doing it, you know, and then you got your merch table and your meet and greet and the media tent and everything. So you guys, you know, be able to get out there a little bit more.
That would be amazing, man. It's really cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah, anything we can do to help, just, you know, let me know. Anytime you can give it, you know, shoot me a message and say, hey, you know what, we're doing this. You know, who do we contact? Or we want to do this. What can we do? And we'll, if I have the ability, I will do what I can.
Thank you, man. I definitely keep in touch with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So, what do you got going on next few days? I mean, are you still in lockdown? Or you get to go to work? What do you get to do?
Well, my bandmates, they work in their day-to-day job. My friend, my guitar player friend, he got his he's a sound engineer, so he just graduated as a sound engineer, and he's the one who does all our pre-production. So he's working a lot of that with his real job day to day. So actually, our life for the quarantine has only been that: composing music, create new content, get our promotion marketing strategies, and get to work. This was our quarantine was all about: doing music and create our business for the next song that's gonna be out, promotion, and new ideas to came up with to present our song. The one thing that we love to do Since I'm a comedian in Quebec, we love to do sketches, like humor sketches, for funny sketches, to present each of our song, and that's been a really going well thing. So we're gonna keep doing that, and
Okay.
we love to keep to post a funny video of us doing jokes and stuff like that. So we got a lot of content too coming out for the song. So if you love to have a good laugh and heavy music, just come to our pages and go check the video.
Yeah. That's awesome. You guys do that. That's funny. You guys got that type of shtick that you have that comedy with the heavy metal. That's really cool. That is really cool. So, all right. So I'm gonna ask you for something. I know E-Rock, I think you went to go to the bathroom real quick, but what I try to do I had Caesar do it in Afrikanese. I've got Greek. I got Italian. I got French. But what I would like for you to say, this is Jeremy with Suicide for a King. You're listening to AsgardRadio.com, and say it in French.
In French? Bonjour à tous, ici Jérémy de Suicide for a King et vous écoutez Asgard Radio.
That'll work, and I'll take that, and I'll slice the audio out of it, and I'll put it up on.
Did I say the good sentence? I was. This is Jay from Suicide for a King, and you're listening to Asgard Radio.
Asgard Radio, yeah. Yeah.
You want with a little more like popping style, I don't know, with more energy, maybe.
What you want, whatever you do whatever you think of something, come up with something, say what you want.
Hi, this is Jay from Suicide for a King, and you're listening to Asgard Radio. Boom!
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I said it in English. Ah shit!
That's all right.
Salut tout le monde, c'est Jérémy de Suicide for a King, et vous écoutez Asgard Radio. Boom!
There you go.
The boom was in English though, but I think the people was gonna connect with the word.
I think I don't know. Can you say boom? Is boom different in French?
Boom. I don't. That's from France. I think boom is boom even in Quebec. So
Yeah,
I think we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I think boom is just boom. So what else you got? You got anything out there, Era?
Well, somebody just chimed in. Turtle says they love the accent.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, I'm assuming yours, unless they're from out your way and they speak French and they're digging our accent. I mean, I don't know. That's a trick question.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you in French. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. C'est bien apprécié.
Hell yeah.
That'll work. All right, so we will hopefully see you in the States and hopefully get you on tour. And like I said, if I am able to do anything to help you out, please ask. Just shoot me a message or an email, and I'll get on it.
Thank you very much. I'll definitely keep in touch with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep in touch, and we will talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out with us. And again, this is Jerry from Suicide for a King, and he is in Canada. So he is one of the international bands that we have now. So if you like their songs, don't forget, in November we're going to be voting, because I just announced that we're having Asgard Music Awards, and we're having an international category. We're going to have international band, video, song, and album for international. Now everything else is like singer, guitar player. That's just going to be overall. But for international wise, we're going to do. This is going to be our very first Asgard Music Awards show, and it's going to take place January 8th of 2022 for everything that was released this year.
Oh my God, this is amazing. You just tell me that and I already won all the trophies and the place.
Oh yeah.
Send your music in, and we will get it out there. Whatever you have, your videos, music, your album, anything released this year, send it in. I'll get it to my other DJs, and if all the other DJs come together and you're one of the finalists in November, you get put up on the website. The listeners are going to vote, the fans are going to vote, and then hopefully we'll have a nice little award ceremony and concert to commemorate 2021 music.
That will be amazing. Real amazing.
Absolutely.
Hopefully Elvis will be gone and we won't worry about that. So, all right, Jeremy, I'm going to take off. You have a good night, and good luck to you up there in Canada. I hope everything opens up for you guys real soon.
Thank you very much, man. Have a good night, and thank you for everything you done, man.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. We'll see
Thank
you all
you for
soon.
Thank you for welcoming me and your show. It was really amazing. I had a really good time.
Ah,
Good.
me too.